Hello and welcome to Your Community, Your World. My name is Shola Ladenika. This program looks at what's happening within your community. Last week, most of the UK witnessed heavy rainfall, flash floodings and thunderstorms. We hope that the relevant authorities respond quickly to those affected by the flooding. Countries in the UK quarantine list keeps changing almost every day. It is advisable to travel only if necessary. Today we start with Voices in the Community. Boris Johnson insists that schools must reopen by September. It's all about education, education, education.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Ibeke. The announcement by the PM is one that is very warmly welcomed by most parents, particularly those that have had to juggle the task of homeschooling with work and with everything else. You would agree with me that children learn better when they're in the company of other children, and being able to do so in a well-structured environment and being given the opportunity to be taught by professionals who are the experts in the field, that's the teachers, I think is one that should be encouraged. Having said that, I think there are some parents who are genuinely concerned about sending their kids back to school in September, and rightly so. But if there's any consolation, I think it's in the fact that data gathered so far does show that children are the least affected by the virus. And we know that schools are taking extra precautions to ensure the safety of our kids. So with the opportunity to send our kids back, I think we shouldn't deprive our kids of the chance to learn in a structured environment and be impacted positively. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Bukola Grace. I'm a mother and a key worker. I just want to say that I support the Prime Minister regarding the school reopening full-time in September. Peradventures, if all the necessary recommended controls are being implemented. Thank you.
My name is Rukayat Basaru, and I'm here to talk about the reopening of schools in September. In as much as I love having my children at home, spending time with them, quality time, but I want them to catch up as soon as possible. Everyone wants them back in school so that they can catch up. But because the government plans have been quite chaotic from the beginning, there's been so many U-turns. It is quite scary because we don't know what we are expecting in September, and I can't let my children go in without knowing what to expect. Although we've spoken to the schools, and majority of parents, they know what the schools are doing regarding health and safety plans, bubble plans. However, the government needs to understand what is going on in the larger society. So as for me, I want them to catch up, but again, I'm scared to send them back.
Hello everyone. In regards to Boris Johnson's announcement of children going back to school in September, I'm in favor of that. I support that they should go back to school because it is a more stimulating environment for children to learn, and they will be with their mates, their age mates, their classmates, and I believe that will help them as well, and also will help parents to concentrate more on their job. For most of us that are working from home, it's been more challenging concentrating and doing all that we have to do, because you still have to support your kids with what they're giving to them. And this lockdown actually gave me more respect. It showed me more respect for teachers, so I take my hat off for them. They are really doing a good job. So I agree that children should go back to school, and we'll cover them with the blood of Jesus, and they will be safe and sound in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hi, my name is Lucy Emmanuel Enu. Boris Johnson is asking people to go back to school. That's fine. I don't have any issues with kids going back to school. I think they've even lost the motivation to study at home. So I think, it's about time they go back to school. As long as all the precautions are being observed, the children are being told what to do and how to manage themselves, I think, they might as well just go back now. Because if they don't now, how long are they going to keep staying at home? And how long is this grading thing going to continue? So I think it's my opinion, it's for kids to really go back to school now. That's my take on it. They should go back to school by September. Cheers.
It appears from the clips you've just watched, some parents are anxious. However, they all recognize that school is still the best place for children to learn. Please don't go away. I'll speak to a head of school right after this break.
This is an appeal by BENTV. It is time we support our own, especially in this diverse media world. Sadly, our community is most affected by COVID-19 more than any other group. We would like to address this with relevant information and programs. We need your help. Please donate generously so we can keep fighting our corner by producing programs and making our voices heard. Every pound counts. For more information, please visit bentelevision.com. Thank you.
Would you like to have your weddings, parties or celebrations featured on television? Events is the program for you. Every Sunday at 5 p.m, we feature weddings, parties and all other functions. To find out more, call us on 07944 039 887. We can also arrange coverage of the function for you.
For sponsorship, adverts and to feature your celebrations on this show, call now on 07944 039 887 or 07985 638 661 or send an email to info@eventsforus.com.
Events only in UK, Europe and all over the world. Events Oyatso.
Welcome back. Earlier on, I spoke to some parents who expressed some concern about their children going back to school. I spoke to the head of school, Polson College in London, about the fears of some of the parents and how they're preparing for the new academic year.
Polson College is an independent school. Now, what that means is that when you hear an independent school, it would normally be that, sort of the parents pay the fees for the student to attend. But in this case, an independent school is, we get students referred to us by mainstream schools, as well as the Royal Borough of Greenwich. And they refer to us students that work better in smaller environments. We do cater for a variety of students. We have students that have SEN or special needs who cannot cope or access the curriculum in a wider school in mainstream. Those are the kind of students we take. Also, you'll find that probably mainstream schools, the students' home environment, the parents are supportive in facilitating the young person's learning. Some of our students, their home environment doesn't necessarily provide that.
Boris Johnson said schools in England must reopen by September. How prepared are you?
Well, the advantage that we have here at Polson Water is that probably around about March 20th, when Boris Johnson said that schools had to close. Now we remained open, and there were three key points of why we remained open. First of all, it was to ensure school continuity because of the kind of students we have, and also the government had stated that all students whose parents are key workers, those with SEN or special needs, and those who have involvement with the social services. So those are probably 99%, those are the students we have. So where schools now are looking to reopen, they've got to look at social distancing, sanitization, and ensuring that students and staff are safe. We already did that. So one of the things we did was, you probably can't see it, but we did the marking on all the school floor to ensure the 2-meter distancing. We provided masks, we provided gloves. Students were reminded on a daily basis that as they come in, they need to wash their hands. They need to use their own school, their own personal resources, either pencils, pens, and when they needed to use the laptops, in each classroom there were antibacterial wipes and sanitization. So before a student was given the laptop, it was cleaned, wiped with the antibacterial wipes, and when the student was handing it back, it was also cleaned. So we are just building on top of what we already have or what we already put in place. One of the recent changes we are to include is in our counselling room. Because of the importance of letting air come into the classrooms or the rooms, we are going to put a ventilation or an air filter, because although there's natural light coming in, there is no window. So that is one of the recent changes that we're working on to implement. And also, a lot of the times, obviously, being a school, there will be resources, materials on the surfaces, on the desks. So we will be, the problem with that is that you will not know if a virus has fallen on those, landed on those resources, because your normal eye cannot see. So what we've ordered in big plastic see-through full storage to be able to put all resources, learning equipment in boxes to eliminate or minimize the hazard. But in terms of preparing for the school return for the students and staff, a deep clean is one of the key guidelines that will ensure or will minimize the potential risk for health and safety. So we are going to carry out a deep clean of all surfaces and every area of the school premises before the students return.
So many parents are anxious. What can you say to reassure them?
What we did, we carried out a risk assessment in light of the COVID-19 guidelines in ensuring the health and safety of each student and staff. So what we've done, if you go around the school, you will see that there are marks all around the school that ensure that students keep that spacing. We have in each classroom there's a box of tissues and a box of gloves, masks, and also antibacterial wipes. So again, as a parent, hearing that yes, when my child goes into school, they will be safe. Because we work in a smaller environment, social distancing is achievable because of the numbers that we have on school premises. So definitely that is an advantage compared to a mainstream school where you've got a large number of students on site and the difficulties of ensuring social distancing. I would like to assure parents that we are following the government guidelines in eliminating as practical as can be any risks to the health and safety of all students on site. As I've talked about, social distancing, markings on the floor, sanitization, all of that is being done, and we will continue to make the changes in light of any government announcements.
What are you expecting from your students when they come back?
Because obviously we've been the 6 weeks holiday, it's quite a long time, and as like anyone else, you can tend to sort of relax on the routine we had gotten them, because as I said before, we remained open when the schools were closed. So when they come back, it will be basically to go through and re-educate and reinforce all those COVID-19 guidelines that have been put in place, because it is the responsibility of everyone, staff, students, visitors, parents, to ensure that social distancing is observed, sanitization and washing hands is carried out, not using each other's resources, remembering to keep the on-school equipment on them at all times. Probably one of the other things is sometimes when the students come back, they haven't seen each other for a long time, so it is easily and subconsciously, sort of to go up and hug or handshake your friend's hand. So that again, we will have to reinforce on a daily basis to ensure that we, at all times, the general guidelines are kept to and are met by all who are on school premises.
Homeschooling became a new normal during lockdown. A lot of parents now say they respect teachers even more. What do you have to say to that?
I hope it's definitely true, because students are used to coming into school, definitely for the secondary school, which is the phase that we teach, Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4. So the parents don't actually, maybe the most they might be involved in homework if students do homework, but the day-to-day learning, now you can imagine a timetable starting from, 9 o'clock to 3:30, the parent would now have had to ensure that if the student was at home isolating or shielding, they became the teacher at home in helping or facilitating the learning of their child. And that was quite difficult for most of the parents, and it was challenging. And one of the examples I would give was a parent that called regarding one of the students, and she said, I'll have to take my hat off to you guys. How do you do it? I've tried to get the student off her phone to engage, and that has taken a whole day. So you can actually see the work that goes into aiding or facilitating the students' education. And I'm glad that this has been brought out and has been shown how much teachers do, and especially in a school like ours, where we are dealing with students with SEN, those with challenging behavior, and those that are new to the country, getting that student to achieve the best possible outcome. The behind the scene work that goes in is quite a lot. So I'm quite happy that the parents have a little bit more appreciation for the work that teachers do.
GCSE results are out. The government has made a U-turn. Teachers' predicted grades will now be used. Is this a fair result for your students?
The teachers' predicted grades, or the center assessed grades being used, the teachers are grading students who they see on a daily basis. So when the teachers were grading the students, they know the type of learner the student is, and they're able to understand. Whereas the algorithm, you just input the data and then it balances it out as accordingly. So yes, it was good that the teachers now this time sent the predicted grades. However, those predicted grades would have been based on a mock that would have taken place months before the actual exams. So we will never know if the student would have received a higher grade given the feedback that they would have received from their teacher in regards to the mock. We would never know whether they could have performed higher. However, the students now have got that opportunity, if they wish to take it up, to resit the GCSEs, which now will be a true representation of their academic ability. So that is news welcomed, I'm sure, by most parents and students, and ourselves as well.
It's obvious schools and colleges are working hard to ensure a safe and secure environment for students and staff. The U-turn by the government was prompted by demonstrations. The demonstration led to a U-turn by the government. Teachers' grades were used for A-level and GCSE results. This, unfortunately, came too late for some students who narrowly missed out on their university places. Please don't go away. I'll be back shortly after this break.
Hello, welcome to Duduba. My name is Toyo. Are you looking for a West African Nigerian restaurant serving you dishes like jollof rice, fried rice, eforiro, egusi, edikaikon, and all sorts? Or are you looking for a place to host functions, birthdays, or host your family and friends? Guess what? Duduba is based in Luton and in London Harrow. At Duduba restaurants, we offer excellent services where you can eat in at the same time place your orders for takeout. Thank you for coming to Duduba. Enjoy. And at Duduba, our customers are our priority. We always make sure we aim to give them 100% satisfaction. For more information, you can reach us on the numbers displayed on your screen right now, or follow us at Duduba UK on all social media platforms.
This is an appeal by BENTV. It is time we support our own, especially in this diverse media world. Sadly, our community is most affected by COVID-19. more than any other group. We would like to address this with relevant information and programs. We need your help. Please donate generously so we can keep fighting our corner by producing programs and making our voices heard. Every pound counts. For more information, please visit BENTV.com. Thank you.
GCSE Hotel Limited for confident hospitality. Are you looking for an atmosphere of serenity, extreme comfort, class, and hospitality? Look no further, because GCSE Hotel Limited is a perfect choice. Tucked in the heart of Lagos to take you away from the everyday hustle and bustle of the city, bringing you to a state of total calm and bliss. Our facilities include exquisitely furnished rooms with 24-hour power supply, internet, swimming pool, standard gym, banquet hall, restaurant, and exotic bar. Located at number 2, Majeko Dumi Street, off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. Telephone 0807 666 6655. Or you can send an email to rnacityhotel@yahoo.com or visit our website www.rnacityhotel.com. RNA City Hotels Limited, for convenient hospitality. Hotel Limited for confident hospitality.
I'd like to say a big thank you to Vicky Samankula, the head of school, Polson Water College, and also like to thank all our community voices this week. Remember, our YouTube channel is Your Community, Your World. You can watch these episodes and all previous episodes on our YouTube channel. My name is Shola Lajenika. I'll say a big thank you for watching. From September, schools, nurseries and colleges will open to all children and young people on a full-time basis. Please remember, the virus is still there. So remember to wash your hands regularly, maintain social distancing, and do not forget your face coverings. I'll see you next week. By God's grace. Bye.
In town, going from place to places. It's called the COVID-19, spreading its wings around the world. It's a must for us to keep good hygiene by washing our hands, keeping ourselves, keeping our hand